Season 5. Approved.
Houston, we have a problem.
I don't understand.
That is awesome! You gotta be freaking kidding me!
God, please, no! No!
This is Season 5 of the Multicoloured Talk Show. And here are your hosts, multi-talented, sadly not multi-award winning, Steve Gerald and Eddie Hastings.
Well, a very good morning. Look at you, the Masked Avenger.
The masks, Eddie, are going in the bin.
They are going in the bin.
Goodbye, masks.
Amazing.
In the bin.
Look, I
Holy
thought,
shit.
yeah, I thought as soon as you came as a sailor today, we'd give you a...
Well, Eddie, you wouldn't believe the many times I get stopped.
Is that your plane there?
Yeah.
Oh, correct.
The amount of people who stop me and say, oh, come as Top Gun, Steve. I like you as Top Gun. I'm like, what? They think I'm Tom Cruise out of Top Gun.
They think you're Tom
that
Cruise.
Tracy, she loves me as Top Gun.
And they think you're Tom Cruise. Huh?
Yeah, a lot of them say that to me. A lot of women.
Somebody help us.
I know you, man.
A very good morning. Yes, we know. A very good morning. Saturday morning, 11 o'clock, it is the Multicoloured Talk Show. We hope everyone is fine. We've got a few people on chat already. Which is brilliant. Going to say a very good morning to our friends at XPTV1.
www.xptv1.com Passiva.
We're also on Facebook and YouTube, but primarily XPTV1.
Yes.
I actually watched us on the repeat.
The drumming thing.
Yeah, no, that was great.
Oh, that was amazing. That's what it was excellent.
Yeah, I mean, that girl, she really knows how to hit them skins.
She doesn't know good hairdressers, though, did she?
No,
No,
I think the old purple was a bit too much for
Bit
her.
much.
It was
She
okay.
remember me of Toya. Remember Toya?
Toya Wilcox.
Yeah, that's who she reminded me of.
Brilliant. So,
Yeah, excellent.
very good morning to our friends at XPTV1.
God, they're all the Jesus.
Look at this. They can't wait.
Oh, glasses are coming off.
Good morning, Brenda Baxter. Good morning, Jeff Fagan, Brenda Baxter, Lisa Craig, the girls at Delmar, Shelley. I need to speak to you, Shelley, but that's someone else. Callie Trex is there. Ian Clark's there. Rob Taverner. I panicked when I saw the test transmission. I thought you Clark and stuff. Yeah, I pressed the wrong button, but there's nothing unusual.
Nothing unusual there, I'll tell you.
Calvin Lemon, good morning, Tracy Fagan. Wet in Derbyshire.
Always wet in
And it's
Derbyshire.
wet in Dundee, Lindy, it says as well. John Skinner's on, good morning, guys.
Ex-mayor of the Isle of Man.
Is the priest on holiday this week?
Yes,
Well,
the priest is busy. He's
it's
taking some boys out for a day out.
Yeah, we wouldn't do that.
Let's not go
We
there.
won't talk about that. I've got, staff's off.
Staff's
Say good
off,
morning,
there she goes.
Greg. I've got to say, you know that picture of that ship? It
Yeah.
does look like there's a bit of
Tenerife.
Tenerife in the
Jumeirah.
background, doesn't it? Well, you just got off that. Oh, Shelley says she loves the new view behind.
I love a good view behind as well, Eddie. Don't I? Allegedly.
Yes, he does. We don't want to talk about it because we're already going to get...
She's so cold, Dundee. Bloody Fraser, Linda, you've lucky you've got electricity. And the
Absolutely.
people who've got electricity in Scotland can't bloody afford it.
No, they can't. Because have you seen how much they're putting
Crazy.
on the electric bill per household? 700 quid.
Yeah, Eddie, I've said it for years, but nobody listens to me in here. I've said it for years. You know, in the UK, when you don't get rid of your fires, my gran says, over my dead body, get rid of my lovely coal fire. No, you wish you kept your bloody fire. Because you just go down to the woods, get some wood, get some furniture, and heat your house up naturally free with your coal fire, couldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
But they'll get rid of them, didn't you? Bloody rid of them, blocked them off.
Good morning, Matt Johnson.
Oh, Matt the chef.
Yeah, he says, good morning, guys. Good news about the 2 a.m. opening in level 4 if you use COVID certificates. It's great news. We'll talk about that in a little while. You don't know what's going on, do you?
I know what's going on.
Oh, okay. Well,
But I'm not a COVID certificate person, Eddie.
No, you're not.
I'm not. Never have been, never will be.
Linda's
It's like the
coming.
bloody Gestapo, innit? Going into a bar of Russia. Your papers, please.
I like this as well.
Oh,
it's wet in Glasgow as well. It's sunny in Avenida Quinto Centenario. Yeah,
And that's bloody John, innit?
I know,
It's
it's
a
yeah,
hooray.
it is
Having his fancy woman.
Well, won't be able to go on holiday.
Bad
to
echo
Tenerife
today.
If you could. Is there a bad echo? Let me try and fix the echo.
He's got microphones all over the place.
Just drop that down. Has that got rid of the echo, Matt? Has that got rid of the echo? That's the question.
I asked for a bit of echoes in case I sing, don't I?
Yeah, don't sing.
Somewhere.
Don't sing.
Oh, that's the song I want to sing today was The love boat, exciting, refreshing is new. Climb aboard.
Tracy says you're on one shouting already.
I'm
Brilliant.
Tracy, sorry. I've dressed this up for you. I mean, I wear the Top Gun one for you, Tracy.
What can I say? Right, so
Or was
let's
it
see.
Jeff that wanted it?
I don't know. Could have been Jeff.
It's going to be a bit
Could have
camp,
been
isn't it?
Jeff.
It's a bit camp.
Big camp. Yeah, say no. Right, listen. Birthdays this week. We've had a couple of birthdays. We've had our very good friend James Bessick. It's been his birthday. Lovely lad. And Tim
Elliott. Is it? I think he's in London.
Is he?
I don't think he's ever worked in his life. I've known him for years, but I've never actually known him to do anything. He's got loads of
There
money.
you go. Officer and a gentleman, more like.
Richard Gere.
Oh.
Thank you, Michelle.
Uh,
And it was Shell's birthday as well.
was it? Last week it was.
Was it last week?
So we've got James, we got Tim, and we got Shell.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, Kelly checks are out. Any requests? Yes, I'd like to hear My Way by Frank Sinatra, please.
All I'm asking people at the moment is bring me pork pies.
Your pork pie made you are.
Yeah, because I don't have any.
Well, that's
They
one
keep
thing.
bringing me bloody tea bags,
Yeah.
bloody sausages.
And that's one thing you can't cook in a slow cooker, is that? No, sorry, we won't.
Now, can I just say one thing with the slow cooker?
Yeah.
One of the lovely things about Lidl, Eddie,
Yeah.
if you keep your receipt, you can take it back within 15 days. I took it back. I got my money back.
You're crazy.
I
man.
took it back.
Right.
Let's not talk about it.
So
I got my
listen,
money back.
we got James, Tim, and Shell for the birthday file. Do you think we can squeeze them in? Should we?
I'll
James?
squeeze more in.
Yeah. Should we get James, Tim, and Shell? So here we go, right? To you,
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday,
James, Tim, and Shell.
Sherry. Happy birthday to you.
Yay!
Oh, it's great.
Fantastic. So there you go. Kelly Trex is going to sing My Way by Frank Sinatra for
He's
me.
quite a good singer, isn't he?
Well, no, he's crap, really.
Well,
But
yeah, just be nice.
he turns up.
He's going to bring me a pork pie.
I don't
He's
know.
got thumbs up.
He said, "Pork pie, morning, guys. Brian Russell. Tonight with Mr. Pastry's out tonight. Brian's bringing Mr. Pastry.
Oh, I thought they were coming to mine. That's all right. They're going to yours.
Now they're going to morning, guys. See you tonight, Steve, with Mr. and Mr.
They're coming to mine.
Yeah, they're coming to Chicken Shack. Lad.
Are they going to go down to yours?
No, I don't know.
I'll see you get them down.
I haven't.
Brian's great. Brian, I've got to say, Brian recommends a lovely little place called Flintstones. You been in it?
Yeah, no, I know the people.
Yeah, it's a new owner.
Yeah, they come into us.
Oh, she's lovely.
They're great.
I met her in Mercadona. If you want to meet anybody, meet them in Mercadona.
You meet everybody.
Yeah,
you
no,
know.
I spent half my life in there.
Yeah.
And she's lovely.
Yeah, she is.
Because I thought the original, because they were Belgium or Dutch or something, weren't they?
Yeah.
But now it's not the English lady's got it.
Absolutely
Yeah,
fantastic.
because I was getting worried because Brian said it was the best English breakfast that side of the island. And I thought, bloody Dutch cooking English breakfast. Then I realised it's not, it's a lovely lady.
Yeah, great. Right, shall we start with my subject?
You ready? I've no idea.
Yeah.
They've no idea.
Good morning, James and
Oh,
Shirley.
yes.
Good to see you.
Supermarket sweeps on. Where's the alky?
I don't know. He could be there.
Oh, he's
There's
not dead.
So many people on this morning. Absolutely
I hope
unbelievable.
he's alright.
I think you will be. He's probably
Harry?
Harry and Geraldine. Good morning. They're wet in Glasgow. Can't wait until March to see you.
Oh, put a roof over your house.
Right, here's a question. This is my subject. Are we alone? Are we alone?
Which bit are we alone?
I mean, are we alone? I mean, do you believe in aliens?
no.
Now, why?
Because they don't exist, Eddie.
Well, how do you know?
Because it's just...
How do you know?
Because where are they?
You don't know. Well,
They're not E.T. Nobody's landed on planet Earth. Take me to your leader.
No.
Take me to your leader. We're
Do
being...
you know what you sounded like then? Do you remember the guy off the MASH advert?
Yeah.
They built
That's what it's supposed to be. That's what...
Oh, well,
Get mashed, get smashed.
you do it. Right.
No, Eddie. How long's the planet Earth been in existence for?
Yeah, but how many stars?
4 billion years.
How many stars out there? How
Right.
many stars?
Yeah, it doesn't matter though.
Well,
4 billion years. And not one green man's landed on here.
But you don't know that. You don't know that. You see, every star has got what they call a Goldilocks zone, which is an ideal orbit for life to start. Have you finished my book, Linda? Was it good?
Our book.
Oh,
That's
sorry.
the book I bloody signed.
I know. But I'm not alone. Lisa sat on her COVID couch near me. Great. But I was out, we was at the bar the other night, and you see things. See,
the drink you sell.
See, of course you're not alone. You have XPTV1, and that's run by aliens. Thank you, Darren.
Yeah.
Great. But I was actually out when we were at work the other night, and I saw something in the sky.
Yeah.
Right? No, really, I did.
No, go for it, Eddie.
I want you all to watch this, right? I just grabbed my phone, and where's my mouse? I grabbed my phone, and I looked up in the sky, and I filmed it, right? And now I've got.
I don't see anything.
No, I've got. Well, that's the sky. What's the matter with it? So have a look at this and tell me what you think, right? See, there's me. I'm filming it, right? Now you'll see a little white dot, right? Looks like a plane or a star. See it there?
Got it.
Got it? Wait. You watch. I filmed this the other night. Now you watch what this does. It goes up, then there's a little kink. There it is. Then it goes up again, then it shoots back down, right? And then it just goes wild. Now, I filmed this, and there was a few guys stood outside, and somebody said it was a military drone, but it was really so high in the sky, it was unbelievable. And someone also suggested if it was a military drone, they wouldn't have a light on it and give its position away. But you'll see in the bottom left-hand corner a block of wood, and it shows that I'm filming it quite steadily, right? And it just disappeared. There it is. And then it was gone. Simple as that. Absolutely could not believe it, right? Now, I don't usually film things like this, but it was there, and it wasn't like a plane just goes. But this one was stopping, reversing, going left, going right. I think it was too high to be a military drone. Did anyone else see it? Because if you did, and I know a few of the guys in the bar did, so you tell me now, are we alone?
Eddie, that is bloody obvious.
Why?
Even to a blind person, it's
What
obvious.
is it then?
That is a drone.
With the lights on?
Yes. The Navy have been here, Eddie. You've got the fire brigade.
That's my drone.
Right, Eddie.
No light on that.
Can I tell you something, Eddie?
Yes.
Something you probably don't know about.
Go on then.
The fire brigade, the Tenerife fire brigade, not this volunteer Santiago Battalion, because they were involved in it, right?
Yeah.
Because of the people going missing in the mountains,
They've got
they have
drones.
this new drone.
Yeah.
And that's probably it. I mean, I'll find out if you want me to find out this afternoon. I'll make a phone call. That could have been them testing it to go to the cliffs of Los Giantes where the trails are at night time, checking the beach or playing Masca. It could have been. But no way was that a spaceship. You're on drugs if you think that was a spaceship.
Well, you don't know.
That was... I'm going to find out. Eddie, in life, everything's got an answer.
Okay.
Everything.
Right.
That was a drone, and I'm putting my money on it. That was the new drone used by the Tenerife Fire Brigade, the Bomberos of Tenerife. They're using this to save the people going out at night time with bloody torches, climbing up mountains. They go there, bam, got them. Then it's straight there. It's not a search. It's a recovery.
Why was it so high then?
Testing it, Eddie, how high they can go.
Oh gosh, no! I tell you what.
That wasn't even high. It wasn't high enough. If it was really high, it would have been a spaceship going over. Do you mean a satellite?
Did you just say
Not a spaceship, I mean a satellite.
See,
a satellite!
No,
I'm shouting. I don't mean, you've got spaceships in my head.
No, you see, you tricked yourself up.
You tricked me. You tricked me.
I didn't.
No. Bloody you know how many satellites are up there?
Oh yeah, quite a few.
There's bloody thousands of them. Constantly going around planet Earth.
Oh, thank you, Margaret. It was a Chinese lantern. It was Chinese.
Yes.
There,
well done, Margaret.
Even a lantern wouldn't do this.
Yeah, it's a drone.
You think it's a drone?
I'm going to come on next week, boys and girls, and tell you, I might even bring a fireman in, so I've got a fireman's uniform as well, and tell you, it was the new Tenerife Bomberos drone.
How many people have you robbed for costumes?
Who said that?
Not me, I'm asking. Well, you got the sailor one.
Yeah.
I know you didn't come by fair means,
No.
right? So where did you get the fireman one from?
If I told you, you wouldn't believe me.
I probably would.
I used to be in charge of the fire brigade here.
I don't believe it.
There you are. For 8 years, Eddie.
Unbelievable. But
So I helped myself to one of the uniforms.
I've got to say,
Yeah.
when you look at something like that in the sky, right, it is like, really weird, really weird. Morning, Christine Swift. She's got to go out, have a good show.
Yeah, Chrissy's work. Chrissy, you be careful. They pickpockets, etc.
Yeah.
Tuck your money down your knickers.
Earclog says it was the Russians. Hey, there's something else.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, no. Vladimir Putin has been meeting with Prime Minister Xi of China.
Yeah. There's only one way to deal with the Russians.
Go on then.
What did the Irish do?
Couldn't understand them. I don't know.
No. So the Russians are invading Ukraine, thousands of them. The UN and Britain and everybody sending thousands of troops to keep them back.
Yeah.
So, and the Russians this week went to the north of Scotland. So they set up fighter planes.
Said it what?
Have you been something in my bloody coffee?
You drink
You spiked my drinks today.
fighter planes.
Fighter planes. And the Irish Sea, the bloody Russians, Putin and his boys came in big warships, didn't they?
Yeah.
And Ireland doesn't have an army or anything. What did they do? They sent out the fishermen, and the Russians buggered off.
Nah.
They ran away, scared of an Irish fisherman.
A couple of comments here that really intrigued me.
All right.
Tracy says, we watch the satellites at night in our hot tub.
Oh, God.
We sometimes see up to 6 passing by.
Thank you, Tracy.
You know, I think you shouldn't be taking that many bottles of booze in your hot tub, to be honest. And Christine Swift says she keeps her bag tightly zipped and never has cards and cash in the same place.
There you are, old
There you
school.
go.
Well
Old
done,
school.
Christy.
I bet she used to put a pillar up the front of the video when she went out as well. Just in case anyone looked through the window and made sure, you know, you've got a bit of cash, I'll go and nick the video. Mind you, if you used to nick videos, you used to have to take a wheelbarrow with you. They were that
Bloody
big.
videos. Who's got videos, Eddie?
I don't think people use videos
They
anymore.
use DVDs anymore.
Oh, do you know what I've got, don't you? I've got one of these new Android televisions. It's really good. It's 46 inch or something like that. Android television.
I don't know what that is.
It's like having a big old tablet on your wall. You get everything on
I
it.
don't know what that is.
Fantastic. It's really, really good. Have you seen our fishermen, says Joy Cooley. Well, not recently. Have you caught any?
No. So, Eddie, so we've all agreed with me, everybody's agreed for the first time in history, they've all agreed with me that you're talking through...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Christy's still going on about these people.
You better go out, Christy, you got to meet somebody.
Yeah.
Go on,
No,
watch
well,
us later.
I'm gonna let's have another quick look at that. Look at it. Look. I mean, look. Tell me, that's not a drone. There's no way that's a drone.
That's a drone, Eddie.
Look how high that thing is.
It's not that high, it's under the clouds. If it was high, it was over the clouds.
It could have been a high cloud.
That's not that high. How high do you think the clouds go?
That was to the top.
But yeah,
But look at
it's
that.
a drone.
You reckon that's a drone?
Yeah, absolutely.
Nah, I'm not sure.
Look at the speed it's moving at, Eddie.
Yeah, but it stops now and goes in.
Yeah, because that's what a drone does. A drone can do that.
Yeah, I know I've got one,
Right, so,
but I mean, look at
you're
it.
trying to kid us all on, aren't you?
No, I mean, look, 40 million suns out there, planets.
What are you talking about, Boris?
No, in the,
All
in
right.
the night sky. We will talk about Boris, but you can't say that we're alone. Don't talk rubbish. Don't talk rubbish, man. Is that Sky Glass TV? Not sure, to be honest.
What's that mean?
I film that. That's the way it works. Right, listen, guys. I watched this week on XPTV1 the brand new series about drumming. You watched it as well.
Yeah.
Brian says it's definitely...
Of course it is, Brian. Brian is one of the most intelligent guys I know from the Black Country.
That's not a huge accolade, trust me.
All right.
That's where I'm from. See, it's a drone. They were selling them in Lidl. Thank you.
Lisa Craig's got COVID. She's off work, and that's a very sore subject to me because it's a con. If she was ill, she'd be in hospital. She's got the cold. She's got the flu. And when you get the cold and the flu, you do these tests for they're free in England. They're £2.50 over here. Test yourself positive. Oh, I've got a week off. And what is she doing? She said it on here. She's lying on the sofa, enjoying herself. A week off school.
Thank you, Rob. It was just spur of the moment capture. But you know, a lot of people have been doing that here. When they brought the price of the test down.
Yeah, they're all
So-
getting tested.
Yeah, 10 days off work, and there's nothing an employer can say.
No. In
That's
the UK,
ridiculous.
she's a school teacher.
Yeah.
She can't go to school. A week off work.
All them kids. All them kids. I read it. I read it. Yeah, I read it. Why would you want Stevie's autograph? There's the question.
Because Linda got my autograph for
Yeah.
writing the book.
Yeah, you didn't write the book.
We wrote the book together.
No.
And Brian was my autograph. See, slowly but surely I'm getting a little bit more famous now.
You stick with me, son. You'll be famous for the next
That's
10
fine.
minutes.
So, Ian, you're a bloody socialist. You should know what she's up to. You encourage these people to sit in their asses at home.
Yeah. So listen, going back to what I was saying, I did watch the brand new programme on XPTV.
Yeah,
one this
excellent.
one. Brilliant. And if you missed it, take a look at this. End of part 1. This is what's going on XPTV1 right now.
My name is Vicky O'Neon. I'm a drummer and educator. In this series, we're gonna take a look at the history of drumming and mainly focus on how drumming has evolved over the past 150 years.
Vicky O'Neon presents
Drumming through the decades. As I've dedicated my professional life to drumming, I find the evolution of the drum kit, rhythms, and styles fascinating. And I've been especially curious about the history of women and drums.
So there you go. I thought that was absolutely brilliant. And you're quite right. She needs, needs her hair doing.
Oh, it's horrendous. If she came in the chicken shy, I wouldn't serve her.
Yes, you would.
No, she looks like a vegetarian as well.
Oh, what does a vegetarian look like?
Like that, Eddie.
Say no more.
Don't care what they wear.
Okay, then.
Don't care how they look.
No.
As long as they save the planet.
As long as they spend the money.
Do you see all this crap they're selling?
What's that?
KFC, McDonald's, they're all going down the vegetarian, the plant.
Oh, I know.
Have you seen it?
I know, we saw something advertised this morning.
It was horrendous.
Vegan chicken
Yeah,
burgers.
did you
How
see it?
can you get vegan chicken?
They should be called chicken burgers, should they?
Cheers, everyone. Got me
Cheers,
milk.
cheers.
Got me milk. Watch it, that's spiked.
It seems like it today, because I'm talking double bubble.
Well, that's better than what you usually call it. Say no more.
What's that, Steve? I won't go anywhere near her at the moment, but nothing new there, yeah.
Say no more. Right. So listen, guys.
Rent-a-Kill wouldn't even go near her.
Time to have a quick look. Well, a quick question for you guys.
Are you finished your subject?
No, you 22 your subject is.
All right.
You know that.
I've got two things to talk about today.
You got two things. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll do.
One, I'm not allowed. I don't know. You carry on.
Yeah,
My brain's going now 19 to the dozen.
I bet it is. That can't be very fast. Right, now listen, guys.
Yeah. How can you tell whether someone is a vegan? They bloody tell you. You're right, Rob.
Yeah, that's
You're right.
true, that is.
Yeah.
That
They're
is
so
true.
proud of it, aren't they?
See, Peter says, definitely a veggie. Say no more. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Right, question for you guys. Everybody on the old chat.
Wendy's late.
I want to, morning Wendy,
What?
TJI Friday to do fab veggie burgers. They can't be, they've got to be called veggie patties or
Got it,
something.
yeah, because there are vegetarians watching us, Brendan and
Yeah, I
Lisa.
know, I know.
So let's.
You
let's
can't
be
have
careful.
a veggie burger. So get it. Right, question for everyone who's on the chat. Tell me, are you going to hate me for this?
Oh God.
Boris, should he stay or should he go? Simple, should he stay or should he go? Because he's already had 5 people resigned and 8 people...
He sacked him, Eddie.
No, they resigned. And
No, he
8
sacked. He
people-
told them to resign. He told them. It says on Monday, Westminster, he's going to clean up number 10. It was number 10 who had the bloody parties, not him.
Don't matter. They've gone. And then there's 8 of his cabinet that have put in letters...
Letter of whatever it is.
What's the word?
What's the word? Letter of...
Yeah. Get it.
Can't remember.
Oh, Australia's back with us. Good morning. How cool is that? Oh, Anna Bernie's there. Can you play that cash tune?
Should I stay and do that goal?
Yeah, it's a good idea, I tell you. But he's had 8 letters of... What's it called? What's the word we're looking for?
No confidence.
No confidence.
Well done,
Thank you,
yeah.
Wendy. Do you know
You're getting as bad as me.
when you get a mental block?
Oh, I've had one for 30 years.
So, Boris should go and take Nicola Sturgeon with him.
I agree with Nicola Sturgeon's got to go. She's a midget. But Boris, come on. They're trying to get him sacked because there's a picture of him holding a pint of beer at a party.
Nobody's ever done that at a party, have they?
Get out of it.
Yeah.
It's a witch hunt. An absolute witch hunt.
Yeah, but
Spineless wombats after him.
here's the question, right? And out in the Black Bin Club for Boris. Yes, listen, here's the question. Because today, his cabinet have said that he should sack the Chancellor, Richie Sunak, for making innuendos that he would be the next Prime Minister. So, Richie Sunak could be your next Prime Minister at this rate. And historically, the Chancellor of the Exchequer has become Prime Minister. So, does anybody
Gordon
think...
Brown?
Yeah. Chancellor, Prime Minister. Yeah, loads of them. John Major, Chancellor, Prime Minister. So, do you think Boris is going to sack Richie Sunak because it looks like he wants to be the next Prime Minister? And I saw him on telly the other day saying, oh, no, I completely support the Prime Minister and I won't say anything until this has been done. But I've got to tell you, the Prime Minister's question time last week, it was like a witch hunt. Risky Sunak. Yeah, Risky Sunak. You can call him what you like, but
She had the audacity.
I think he's going to be the next Prime
Theresa
Minister.
May standing up having a go.
Yeah.
If she... No, I mean, somebody should have slapped her. Somebody should have slapped her dresser, slapped her hairdresser, whoever dresses her, give her a good kicking.
She only ever wears blue.
Yeah, and stupid chestnuts.
Yeah.
Oh, she looks horrendous.
Blue.
Go and retire. That's what you got to do. Listen, it's up to them, innit? There's more important things happening in this planet Earth at the moment in Britain. You know, we're nearly at the end game, Eddie. The end game.
Yeah.
That's what we're getting at. The price of everything in the UK is going up. Unemployment's going up. People are starving.
You don't realise what's happening here.
What's happening?
Everybody's putting you up for next Prime Minister. Somebody says, who's going to replace him? Brenda says, Rob, I vote for Steve.
Yeah, absolutely.
You mean, and Steve for PM?
Thank you, everybody. It's not rocket science to run a country, is it? Is it, Eddie?
Oh, I've got my theories on this.
No! See, they're all busy having a witch hunt over poor Boris. But meanwhile, the country's falling apart. Isn't it? The price of electricity's gone through the roof. We've got enough oil. You know this, we've got enough gas in the UK to last us 50 years. We don't have to buy it from the bloody Russians. Keep your gas so they go poor. We should be manufacturing things in Britain. Sod... You eating any chocolates?
Yeah.
Is that the last one?
Now I've got one left.
Fucker. So we don't... Sod the Chinkies, sod the Ruskos, sod them. We can look after ourselves. There's 50 years of gas in the North Sea which belongs to Scotland. There's 45 years worth of energy in fracking. We don't use it. Why? Why? We buy from the Russians, buy from the Chinese. Sod them. Let's close us down and let's run this country properly.
Well,
And if you not got a job, better find one because there's no more benefits coming for you.
well, you know. Oh, excuse me.
I gave you the chocolates at Christmas, Eddie.
Yeah, but
It was like 2 months ago.
But I'm not a greedy person.
How long does it take a man to eat a box of chocolates?
How long does it take you?
10 minutes.
Yeah, it took me 2 months. Well, a month and a half.
Right.
People are saying that if you were Prime Minister, you wouldn't need a microphone.
No.
Because you're loud, you can shout over everyone.
Do you realise how much money's in Britain, Eddie? And it goes down the swammy. It goes down that sinkhole.
Well, yes, of
I told you
course
this
it
before
does.
on this show. House of Lords. Send every one of them home. There you are. 200 billion already in 1 year.
Yeah.
There you are. Every MP. No, you're getting expenses. You don't get a wage anymore. You want the job, that's the deal. It's expenses only. If you care about your local community, stand for it. If not, bugger off. Somebody else will do it. So we get the man in the street who comes the mayor, who comes the local MP, the local butcher, not the local guy who came from Oxford University who's never been in the bloody town because it's a safe seat for the bloody Labour.
Right, let's look at some of these comments because this has raised a lot here. Geraldine says Tories will lose votes in Scotland if he goes ahead with raising tax, national
Jerry,
insurance.
there's no votes in Scotland for Tories. The Tories have, you know how many MPs are in Scotland, the Tories? You know what I mean? It's just not happening. There's more Loch Ness monsters in Scotland than there is Tories.
Right.
I'm a Tory, that's why I had to leave.
John Gilhooly says, does he really want a Prime Minister who was sacked from his position in the Conservative Party by the then leader Michael Howard once again for lying? Good question.
I thought he was talking to me. He started to read that. Do you want a Prime Minister? I thought you were talking to me who was sacked.
No. You've never been sacked.
No.
No, you've never been sacked.
I left. I resigned.
I resigned loads and loads and loads. But I can't believe it. The MPs fiddle their expenses enough already.
That's the English I like. That's the English I like from Lynn.
Well,
too many chiefs and not enough Indians running the UK.
Yeah.
That's a problem. You know the problem. You know these people in the Westminster and the law. It's your money.
Yeah.
It's your blood. You're worried about your heating. And these people are sat there getting 150 quid expenses just for signing in. No, 500, isn't it?
Yeah.
5 for signing in. They're on 120 grand a year for doing nothing. Sack them. Get rid of them. Do you know what happened this week in the Lords? I might be speaking out of turn. A bloody Indian that Tony Blair gave a lordship to.
Oh, yeah.
Got done in Bradford or somewhere for sexually assaulting young girls and young boys.
Yeah.
Do 5 years in prison and he's still a bloody lord. We've got to call him, oh my lord, oh my lord. No, I mean, get out of it.
Yeah, that is a bit
That's
controversial.
Controversial. Don't get. That's why
I'm not saying you're controversial.
All right.
I think it's controversial that that's come to light. You know, because it's historical. They reckon he was only a teenager when it happened.
Does it matter?
But no, this is what I was going to say. But there you go.
Doesn't matter. But they're having to go all these people, footballers, whatever, because they text when they were 14. They're getting sacked because they're racist because somebody said they're 14. The big difference is texting somebody and raping a girl, isn't it?
Yeah, this is it. And you know something.
Historical.
Yeah. You know something, I've got to say that it has really sparked people here. So I think the consensus is that Boris is on his way out. But
No.
you kind of like him.
No. Yeah, I'm not having somebody sacked, right, for having a pint of beer in his hand.
No.
You got to look at what he's done for the country, Eddie.
Yeah.
This is probably the worst time the UK's government's ever had since World War II. Know what I mean? The Falklands War was a walk in the park for Margaret.
Yeah.
You know, we had the recessions, another walk in the park. Tony Blair, a disgrace to our nation, going to war over nothing. Yeah?
Yeah.
You got to look what Boris has done.
I'm just sitting there and thinking, you know.
Am I shouting?
Yeah. I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, well, okay, Boris guided you through Brexit, right?
He got us through Brexit.
Yeah, but right at the initial instance, he was a Remainer and then switched sides.
Because he respected the voters.
Or did he see an opportunity to be a Prime Minister?
No.
Well, Theresa May did, because she was a Remainer
She was a wimp.
as well. But this is what I'm saying. You're saying he respected the voters. I'm saying he's used it as an excuse to put himself in the top job. That's different viewpoints.
He's a captain of the ship. And if the people want him off the ship, they'll fling him off.
That's mutiny.
There's only what? You need 15% of the MPs to get a vote of no confidence. They're nowhere near it. It's about 2-3%. So if there was no confidence in the Tory party, Boris would be out. You know what I mean?
But you say it's only 2%.
It's only 2%.
Mighty forests from Little Acorns do.
They need 15%. And another letter's went in. Do you know how many MPs the Tories have got, Eddie?
I'm not interested.
Right, so
and I'll tell you why.
Because 2 people, 3 people, 4 people have written no confidence. You know why they've done that?
Why?
Because they're worried about their own bloody jobs, aren't they?
Well, there you go.
That's why, Eddie. Let's get to the bottom of it.
Yeah, there you go.
Because they think they're going to lose the seat in the next general election and lose the 150 grand wage they're going to get. They're going to have to go back and work, get a real job.
Do you think they will?
I hope they do lose the seats, Eddie.
Do you know, I have my own political views, right?
So you guessed me good today.
No, I have my own...
You got me going.
Yeah, I have my own political views.
What's that?
Well, no, it's going to take an hour.
I bet you're a socialist, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
You're either a socialist or a bloody liberal.
No,
I can't believe I'm sitting in the same studio.
No, I'm not a...
I'm not coming next week.
I'm not a liberal, I'm not a socialist. I have my own political agenda. And I've spoke to people about it, and everybody agrees, great. But it will never happen, so we'll talk about it another time. He may stay, but at the next general election, Conservatives are damaged and will lose the vote.
That's it. That's a democratic country, Margaret.
It's not democratic.
Oh, that's Brenda.
No.
What's not democratic?
The UK's not democracy.
What is it?
They call it democracy.
You
but
go
it
and
isn't.
vote.
Now, yeah, it's supposed to be one vote, one say. You vote the person in to give you a democratic outcome. But it doesn't work. How can it work? How can it possibly work? Let me just say, right, let's say you're in a constituency.
Yeah.
And you vote Labour.
Yeah.
And the Conservative guy gets in and he's there to represent you in your constituency.
Yeah.
How can he represent you? You didn't vote for him. You don't have the same thoughts.
Because the majority win.
Yes, but...
You got to respect the majority, Harry.
Well, no.
No.
That's not democracy for me.
Of course it is.
No, it's not. You're getting half of a constituency not really being represented because they
So
don't
you're saying
agree
like
with
Brexit, if 52-48, you're saying that Britain's not being represented for the Brexit?
Not saying that. What I'm
That's
saying
what you just said there.
No.
You don't believe in democracy. You
No.
don't believe in the vote.
I didn't say that. What I said was the individual is not being represented. Brian's saying it's time for the coalition of the small parties. I don't know. Andy
The last
said
time we
they
had a
don't
coalition,
need
wasn't it? It was a
50%.
disaster. Wasn't it?
Andy was saying they don't need 50%. They need 54 out of 360 individual Conservative MPs to put letters in. Then there would be a vote.
Nobody said 50%. 15. It's 15%. That's what I said.
Brexit. No,
I'm
he
getting
didn't.
quoted here, Ed.
Yeah.
Quoted me.
He didn't
Misquoted.
say, no, he didn't say 50. He said 15.
Thank you.
Margaret says Brexit's a pure mess for us. Ship is sinking fast. So Boris will be the last man off, and cheerio to him. May stay with it. Yeah, I tell you, I didn't mean for this to be so evocative, but people are going mad.
Eddie, I said Boris isn't for everybody's cup of tea, but let's wait for the general election and let the people decide, and let's see what Labour have got to give, what the Liberals have got to give, what the Conservatives have got to give.
There you go. Here's something. Anne McIntosh, she says she's changed her mind about you being Prime Minister. You'd make the UK even more of a dictatorship. John Gilhurley says he totally agrees with me. We should move to proportional representation. And I totally agree with that, John, because when you've got proportion... I mean, if you look at the last elections, just before Brexit, if we'd have had proportional representation...
Nigel Farage would be Prime Minister.
No, he would have been leader of the opposition.
Right.
Which, you know... Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing...
He's got a TV show. Do you watch it?
No.
It's called now. GP News or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it any good?
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Nigel, but he's got some interesting guests on there.
He's got some interesting ideas, actually. It's just that his ideas...
But he did bring to light about the immigrants out in the Channel Tunnel, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, yeah.
He's done quite a few things.
Incredible. I'll tell you, absolutely incredible.
Right.
But listen, guys... we could turn this into a political debate show.
You did.
In fact, well, only for 10 minutes.
You're not supposed to talk about politics on our show.
Why aren't you supposed to talk about it? It's an open forum.
Is it?
Everybody's talking to us.
Talking to you.
They're talking to and about you, which is kind of good. Do you know what I
Can
think?
I give my subject?
Do you know what I think we should do?
Well, we're on a roll.
I think we should do a couple of adverts for ourselves.
Yeah.
And then we should come back.
Yeah.
And do your subject.
Yeah.
Guys...
Lovely.
Stand by your beds.
Stand by your beds.
If you thought the last one was good, you wait till...
Stay tuned.
You wait till part 3. We'll be back after this.
Join us at 60s Bar in Los Gigantes for games, quizzes, karaoke and much, much more. We are located just down the steps in front of the pharmacy. A friendly, local pub, perfect for you and your family. 60s Bar, Los Gigantes.
Everybody has fun at the Chicken Shack. Where else can you go to get a fabulous meal, fabulous entertainment? Well, Stevie. Great drinks, all at the right price. The atmosphere is tremendous. Join us at the Chicken Shack. For reservations, call 922 862459. The Chicken Shack in Puerto Santiago. Or join us on Facebook at the Chicken Shack Fan Club.
lot better than the last advert.
Yeah, I love that advert. Love it.
It's great. Bring back Jeremy. Well, relieve them. It's bad.
Who's Jeremy?
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, Jeremy Corbyn, I think. I mean, no. Right, listen.
We have a problem.
We've got a bit of a problem. When we do this show on a Saturday morning, we tend to run things by the bosses at XPTV1 because we've got such.
That's who pays.
We got a huge. Did you just say pay?
Do you not get paid?
No, I don't get
I
paid.
do.
You do, and you get paid.
Thanks, Darren.
Not in shut up. Listen, we got a huge international audience via XPTV1. I think a couple of weeks ago we had 22,000 viewers across the US. I mean, even today we've got Australia. Australia's on, and it's lovely to have them back on. It's because they're in a different time zone, and they have to kind of wake up different times.
Some of them as well.
Oh, there you go, Louise Lemon arriving on Tuesday.
Yes, they're in the shack.
So when we find a subject,
pork pie.
Yeah, when we find a subject that we want to discuss, we run it by the people at XPTV1.
Yeah, because they get worried about me sometimes.
They've had to instigate a 1.5 second delay because of Steve.
I didn't know that until today. I didn't know that.
So I'm going to tell you before we do this, XPTV1 have said to us, listen, be careful. Be careful.
Well, they said don't do it.
Well, they actually said don't do it. But Steve's been incensed about something. But before we do it, can I just say that these are not the views of XPTV1. These are purely...
Disclaimers now, aren't we?
Well, we got it. We are purely doing this.
We've got to the point that we're doing disclaimers on this show.
Well, no, because on this one...
It's like Jeremy Kyle, isn't it?
Yeah, but on this one, Steve, I actually agree with you.
All right.
I do on this one.
Thank you. Once in my life, I've been waiting. I might sing... Thank you. I might sing the one to Bernie from Scotland as well. Bernie's tuned in. Who said his message in trouble? Messages are coming through. They're worried. XPTV are worried. Probably be taken down from Facebook because it's going to what do you call it?
It's going to hit
the anagrams.
Yeah,
it's
going the algorithms and everything.
I don't care, Eddie. I don't care because it's got to be said. It's got to be said. So nothing's been reported, Eddie. I've not seen nothing on the news. What I'm going to talk about, but I want to play a clip though, Eddie. I sent you a clip. Can we play it? Yeah,
we can, but you've got to tell people where the clip came from first.
Right. I don't know if you all watched a fantastic show from Manchester last weekend. I listened to it on Radio 2 on the Sunday afternoon. It was the big night of the musicals, recorded live in Manchester. It was absolutely fantastic. They were doing all the different musicals there going round.
Yeah.
We had Cinderella was on it with Beverly Knight. Fabulous. We had the Meatloaf Battle of Hell musical. It was incredible. We had some great singers on there. And it's about an hour and a half show. 15,000 people watching it live. I think it was on the BBC as well. It's actually on the iPlayer. I listened to it, as I said, Sunday live. It was on the what you call it, Elaine Page show. She's off. I think she's got COVID, so they did this special show for her. And right at the end of the show, they were doing the Tina Turner. And the Tina Turner on the Broadway is being done. The lead singer who's doing Tina Turner is Ashley Awado. That's it, yeah. Great singer, great entertainer, fantastic. So they interviewed her before she actually started to sing the song. And I've got the clip. And when I listened to it, I fell off my seat and stopped it and played it back. I said, did she just say that? Did she really just say that? Eric, can we play this?
Yeah, stand by. We'll play it. Just take a listen to this. This is what's got up Steve's nose, to be honest.
It's pure nostalgic. More than anything, it's seeing the amount of black faces that are backstage and that will be on that stage.
They'll be front and center.
For 13,000
You know?
people.
You know?
Did you get that?
Yeah, I think that was there.
Did we hear that?
Did we hear that? Did that come through?
We can't hear nothing in the studio at the moment. Did you just, somebody said, did you hear that? A little thumbs up or whatever, because it's quite important for you to hear that. That's from the BBC, which stands for, is it the British Broadcasting Corporation?
Yeah.
But you taxpayers pay for. Nobody's going to mention this. Yes, we heard it. Right, Rob heard it. Thank you, Rob. So you got that. I fell off my seat because what she said to was just unacceptable, Eddie, for me. It was totally unacceptable. Because I thought, wow, if somebody else had said that the other way around, it was so lovely to see so many white faces backstage, that person's career would have been over.
Yeah.
Over. Completely over. But she was allowed to say that. It was so nice to... Have we been taken down? I thought we were taken down.
I thought they took us off then.
Yeah.
I thought that button had been pressed.
Yeah.
No, but you're right. I mean, there were
You can't say that, Eddie.
There were no Ofcom complaints.
I checked on the Monday and Tuesday if anybody complained to the BBC about that. No. Ofcom? No. Nobody. So everybody just accepted that. But if somebody from another race, another ethnic, said something else, Jesus, their career would have been gone. So how gives her the right to say it's so nice to see so many black faces?
Yeah. No,
backstage?
Do you know,
doesn't matter what colour they are, Eddie. It was just so nice to see so many people backstage. They've not been together for 2 years. We've been in COVID for 2 years. And what she should have said is it's so nice to see so many faces backstage.
Yeah.
Regardless the colour, the religion, the sexual orientation of people.
Yeah.
Does it, Eddie?
I totally agree. I mean...
But people in the UK have no balls to complain.
I've got to say
Am I
something.
shouting?
Yeah, I've got to say something, though. We're not saying this because we're racist.
Scared.
Because we're not. We are... In fact, Stevie and I, you probably won't find anybody further from racism than we are. We have friends of every race, every religion, every sexual orientation, and we don't judge anyone. I think if I was to choose a word, I would say we're individualists. We accept people
who they are.
for who they are. We don't want to be better because this is one colour. We don't want to be better because of who you sleep with. And do you know, everyone in the world should have that attitude.
Rich, poor, black, white, doesn't matter, does it?
It's gone too far, mate. Gone too far.
But why did she say it though, Eddie? Why? Is she racist?
Yeah.
She's racist the other way.
Darren says, we lost you for a minute on XPTV. We thought, Darren, that you'd press the button. We thought you'd press that button, you know. Geraldine saying Whoopi Goldberg had her show suspended for 2 weeks for saying that the Holocaust was not a racist crime because it involved 2 white races. For goodness sake, you can't say that. Racism happens
Can I just
everywhere.
say that the Whoopi Goldberg case, she was suspended, not sacked.
Yeah.
How many people do we know in the show business that you know what I mean, have been said something racist, footballers or whatever, and the career's over?
Yeah.
But Whoopi Goldberg's still going.
Yeah.
She was on another show in America the next day talking about it.
You see, racism happens everywhere. I mean, you've only got to look within the United Kingdom. And you've got, in Scotland, in Ireland, you've got racism happening there, a form of racism. Well, is it racism or religiousism? Where you've got Catholic, Protestant, and so you've got it
Yes,
within...
religious, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but...
You've got black Catholics and white Protestant, whatever, that's not
there
racism.
You go. Exactly. I remember seeing something when all Black Lives Matter was going on. A footballer, I think... I don't want to name him because I could be wrong. He turned around and says, there's only less than a third of players in the Premiership who are black. And I thought...
Does it matter?
Yeah, but I thought to myself, hang on, I'm just going to check this. So I went and Googled populations by ethnicism in the UK. And it turns out that less than a third are black. So I think... if there's less than a third in the Prem that are black, that's quite a good ratio.
Yeah.
And then another thing I thought was,
so subject to this.
do you put somebody in that position
because of the colour?
Because of the colour or because of the skills?
Yeah, it goes back to the police in the UK as well, doesn't it? They've got to have so many midgets, so many tall people, so many gays, so many blacks, so many Muslims, so many Hindus in the Metropolitan Police.
Yeah.
Have you ever had anything so ridiculous in your life?
I haven't.
Look in Spain. You get the job because you're entitled to the job.
Because you do it.
Yeah, but not because of the colour, the religion, or your family, or whatever.
And you know something else as well. If people promote racism, I think it should be a crime, to be honest, because once you start promoting racism, you cut down on integration. So you get kids at school, and it's like Wendy was just saying, there was a message on Facebook this week inviting young black mothers to join a black-only playgroup. Crazy.
Where was that? What was that?
On Facebook.
All right.
Now, here's a question. If you've got a black-only Facebook, you are promoting a black-only sort of like atmosphere. Why not integrate it? Teach people at a young age to live together and respect each other. Or am I missing some sort of fundamental point that's not been given to me?
Yeah, you always got to remember, everybody, that nobody's born a racist.
No, they're not. You're quite right. You're not born. You're just
Yeah,
born.
you might be born gay. You might be born poor. But you're not born a racist, Eddie.
No, you're not.
That's taught to you either through your parents,
Yeah.
or through education, or through society.
Yeah.
So until we start changing our education, our society habits, we'll have racism as long as we're here, until your aliens arrive on the spaceships.
And they will. But you know, I mean, at the end of the day, I grew up in a multicultural school. And
See, I didn't. I went to an all-white school.
yeah,
We weren't allowed, even the Chinese tried to get into school, we weren't allowed. It's changed now because the law's changed in Scotland, but I went to an all-white school. Did it bother me? No. Did it? No. You know what I mean?
yeah, but you know something? Like I say, I went to a multicultural school. We had
Nice.
all
Well, you
sorts.
went to come from a black country.
Well, yeah, you know, because it was prominently a mixed race society. But I've got to say, I don't ever remember being at school and thinking, I'm not going to talk to him, he's a black guy. I mean, we used to play in the playground together, we used to swap sandwiches, and I used to go around Clayton's house an afternoon for dinner, and we never even thought about
You didn't even
it.
think it comes across you, does it?
Louise Lemon says, anyway, moving on, what's the weather like? Well, it's overcast, dark and black.
Beautiful.
What do you want to
no,
say?
Louise, it's beautiful.
What do you want to say?
The weather has changed for the best, trust me.
I'll tell you what, honestly, we are covering a subject that is a little bit touchy around the world.
But why?
But I think it's gone
But
on
Eddie,
too
going
far.
back to my original thing about this woman, Ashia Wanda, whatever her name is, why was there no complaints though? Why did the BBC let that go?
Yeah.
No, Ofcom. That's what it's there for. So nobody wants to say anything because, as somebody says before, everybody's too scared,
Yeah.
aren't they?
Yeah, I totally agree.
The white person's too scared to say anything. You should be scared. If you've got something to say it. If you don't agree with what she said, say something, complain. Because if it was the other way around, my God.
Brenda, you are quite right, because we're the same. Brenda says she doesn't see people's colour,
no.
and apparently this is racist. I don't work this out myself. Hello, Darren. Online racist abuse again last night to the young Man United player because he missed a penalty.
Really?
But this is what I'm saying. Darren, this is what I'm saying. The thing is, right, this guy did not get his job because of his colour. He got his job because he could kick a ball properly.
Yeah.
And you know, if you miss a goal, well, what do you do? Does it matter what colour you are if you miss a goal?
Yeah. But with the white guy, if he missed a goal, does he get shouted at?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Does he get what? I don't watch football. So if a white guy misses a goal, what happens?
Yeah, well,
Does he get booed? Does he get shouted at? What?
I don't know. But you see...
What would we call that Love Thy Neighbour? The black man used to call the guy next door. Jockey.
Yeah.
Something, wasn't it?
See, now, I was watching an interview with Jim Davidson not so long
Oh,
ago.
yeah, he's in trouble, isn't he?
Well, no, I personally don't think so. You see, the thing
I can tell you a
is,
story about him.
Jim Davidson,
Yeah.
this interviewer said to Jim Davidson, he says, do you regret the comedy you did in the 70s? And Jim says, no. He says, yeah, but Chalky and all this. And Jim said, look, let me put you straight on something. At the time, it was perfectly acceptable.
Yeah.
He said, I don't do it now.
No.
I did it then when the time was
It
right.
was acceptable.
Right? Now, this interview just carried on and carried on and carried on. But if you remember, there was programmes like Please Sir and Love Thy Neighbour.
Yeah.
Now, the people who played the black parts in there, right, they took the job because it was a job, and they got on really well with the other actors.
Yeah.
It was just a script.
Just television,
Get
isn't it?
over it. There are things that I don't agree with, though. I mean, not so long back, the BBC cast Anne Boleyn, cast a black woman to play Anne Boleyn. Is that right?
No.
No,
That's
I mean,
not right.
historically
Can I say
it's
something?
incorrect.
I
Yeah.
have to go to the BBC again. They did, because the Generation Game, Eddie, was celebrating, I think it was 50 years.
Yeah.
And they did this fantastic documentary all about the presenters of the Generation Game, Bruce Forsyth and
Yeah.
everybody, bam bam. You know what they did?
What?
They missed out the years that Jim Davidson presented it.
Yeah.
How can they do that?
Uh,
They just wiped out history, the BBC, because they didn't think it was appropriate for Jim Davidson to be in this documentary because they thought he was racist, but it's alright for the BBC to have bloody Miss Tina Turner look-alike.
Yeah.
Eh?
See, when they say, Morgan Freeman says, you be nice to me and I'll be nice to you,
Yes.
regardless of the colour
Can
of
do
our
Morgan
skin.
Freeman's
Brilliant.
voice.
I can do Morgan Freeman, but not very well. Right?
Yes.
And it's just to sum this up, right? I said Anne Boleyn, a black lady was cast as Anne Boleyn, which I think is wholly wrong because it was incredibly incorrect. But it would be like us remaking
Kunta Kinte.
Alex Haley's Roots and putting, I don't know, Cumberbatch in to be Kunta Kinte and all that. That would not be true or factual or acceptable.
No.
But the BBC think it's perfectly fine to change history and put a black woman to play Anne Boleyn.
Unbelievable.
Don't get me wrong, I think she did an absolutely brilliant
Fabulous
job.
actress.
Fabulous actress.
But Anne Boleyn
then
was
to-
white.
Anne Boleyn was white.
There's no changing about it, is there?
No, and you know, it just gets me, to be honest. So, yeah. then to be
So
honest-
you wound me up today and I've wound you up today.
Well, you see, Andy Budds is saying this. Yeah, note controversial. Robert Powell played Jesus of Nazareth, and it's highly likely that Jesus wasn't white. Yeah, but you see, you can even go further and say it is kind of accepted in the Christian faith that he was, right?
Yes,
But
and he's on it
we're
as
not
well.
sure.
Yeah.
But we do know that Anne Boleyn was white.
But Bernie's right. I watched that very interesting documentaries. The chances are, Eddie, the percentages are way up to 19 point something that Jesus wasn't white with
No,
blue
no.
eyes.
Yeah, I know.
And where he came from, you know, around about those years,
Mhm.
he wasn't white with
Well, you
blue
know-
eyes.
Yeah, but I know for a fact exactly what Jesus was.
A fairy tale.
No, because it's available to read about.
Oh God!
In
Yeah,
my
in our
book.
book.
Right, our
If you want it signed, we'll sign it
Yeah, we will.
individually. Though we can't do a joint signing because he won't let me. So if you want the book signed, come to me first, and then
Yeah. Darren says, to be fair, the BBC are so out of touch, they're struggling to keep up with general programming. But, you know, the thing is, with the BBC, there's talks that they are
Scrapping
going to be
it.
scrapping the licence.
Yes, bloody ridiculous.
Yeah.
It was all on Netflix and Amazon and all sorts nowadays,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, but-
Streaming it.
But that means there's going to be advertising on the BBC, which I don't mind. Yeah, Rob Tavern's got one signed already. There you go.
Have I signed it, Rob?
No, you haven't signed Rob's.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, do you know, we're not letting the cheesy slip off the crack here. We just wanted to highlight a few different things today. So we've done UFOs, we've done Boris, we've done the BBC in a way. We just think that it was wrong. We think, had there been...
I don't got a word in it. It's some John. Work out how many minutes I get in a show. I think it's very little compared to him over there.
Do you know what I think, Steve? I think you're the instigator.
Who's seen this?
Don't you dare, Rob. He says he's going to bring it over in July and you can sign
Oh,
it there.
thanks, Rob. I do appreciate that.
I've got to have a little bit of
My
sanctity.
book is
to
worth a
myself.
fortune now. Of course it is, Linda. I've signed it.
Oh, yeah, great.
Here we are.
Brilliant. Listen, guys, I've got to
Let's let
say,
it go.
many thanks to our friends on XPTV1.
www.xptv1.com. I see you, man. Thanks for not switching us off, Darren.
Yeah, thanks, Darren. Facebook, and don't forget, subscribe to us on YouTube. Next week, we'll do it all over again.
And hopefully next week I'll be thanking everybody for bringing me over pork pies.
That would be lovely to think so, wouldn't it?
It would be like, I've not had the pork pie for ages.
Well, no, really, say no more. Listen, guys, I have not been Steve Gerald from the Chicken Chat.
And I've not been Eddie Hastings from the 60s bar in Los Gigantes.
Don't forget to watch us on XPTV1 at 6 o'clock on Monday. From us, have yourselves a great
weekend, everybody.
And we'll see you next week on the Multicoloured Talk Show.
You've been watching the Multicoloured Talk Show with Steve Gerald and Eddie Hastings.
I don't understand.
Season 5.
That is awesome.
Don't forget to subscribe, like us, and set your notifications.
God help us all.